how it goes sometimes when we come in hot like that. You got to come in sliding sideways, Sammy. You did a good job coming in tonight. You were sideways. You had smoke coming off the shoes. Man, you were doing it.
I'm going to smack you.
I'm tired of your negative attitude. You know, you show up here because it's hot outside. You got to do a little.
When was the last time you have ever seen me in flip-flops and shorts and a sleeveless shirt? When was the last time? When, Corey?
It's been a while, but I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad. It's good to see you loosen up a little bit, Sammy.
I'm not loose. This is my I really don't give a attitude right now type style that you're probably not prepared for.
I'm always prepared, Sam.
Larry, are you out there?
So, not yet. Hey, listen. I want to know about your week. I know you got a lot of stuff going on around your house. You're doing improvements, yard work. I know it's keeping you busy, and you're working all night. Let's kind of give me a rundown of your week.
Well, I've decided that now on Wednesday nights when I get home, I'm going to fire up the lawnmower and every freaking motion light I got, and I'm going to mow my lawn because apparently my neighbors can't handle me having over 10 inches of grass and complain to the police department. When the police department should be out rescuing people and saving babies and doing important work, not bothering me.
Because your grass is going to seed and you're working on a hybrid form of seed for a local farmer, right?
Yeah. And
see, that's your excuse.
It's really annoying that I can't get race car videos done because now I have to worry about all this stupid lawn care crap.
I was really, really surprised when you said the police showed up and said that you need to mow your lawn.
I wasn't surprised. I'm used to the cops showing up.
That is unbelievable, though. I mean, like you said, there's things that they could be doing to do the community service. You know, I mean, yeah, that's ridiculous.
Next, they're going to tell me I can't have a modified chassis in my driveway on a trailer.
That's probably when we'll read about you in the newspaper and see you in the news for probably attempting to shoot an officer.
I won't shoot an officer with anything but a rubber band.
Yeah, I know you, Sam.
No, but you remember that Clint Eastwood movie? I think it's Gran Torino.
Good movie.
Yeah, where he literally has the shotgun in his hand and says, "Get off my lawn."
Get off my lawn.
Mine's tall enough that I can go commando style.
Just crawl through it.
And crawl through it, and you won't see me.
That's crazy.
Catch me outside. How about that?
That's man. I couldn't believe that. I really couldn't.
Has anybody said my voice sounds
Nobody
better?
has said anything about you, Sam.
Maybe they can't hear me since you dialed the board in and wasted 10 minutes of my life. I had to stop non-top. That's how tired I am right now.
I can tell. I can tell you're tired and you showed up. I know you've been out there all day working. And but thanks for being here on time. Dom's going to be a little late. He's got some stuff with, he's top dog over there at AMCO.
I know. Why is it okay when Dom's late, but when I'm late, you tend to,
Because Dom's doing important things, not yard work.
Yard work for $500 a day out of my pocket is important work.
What, $500 a day?
$500 a day that it's not corrected.
You're kidding. Are you being serious?
I'm being dead serious. I took a picture of it. I can send it to you. $500 a day. That's why I told you got $3,000 from me.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've heard.
Well, apparently they want me to pay more than taxes.
That is unbelievable. That's actually a joke. I'm not saying you're not. I'm talking about the whole situation is an actual joke. That is ridiculous.
Yeah. City of Lebanon has so many other things. You know what's really cool is I quit cleaning all the weeds off the fence line because I kept running into hypodermic needles outside of my deal. So, yeah, I quit pulling the weeds right there because I didn't want to get stabbed in the hand, but the cops won't do anything about the drug he's doing.
Right, the important stuff. Yeah. Unbelievable.
So
my week.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about your week.
My week's been chaotic, and it's getting worse and worse and worse as we're getting ready to, we're getting ready for vacation. We've got some business stuff going on.
Worst time ever.
It's really bad timing right now. It's just nonstop.
I think you should just cancel your trip to Hawaii and stay in the announcer's booth.
The chances of that happening right now are very, very poor.
Oh, look at you putting yourself in front of me again.
That is not going to happen.
Yeah, it does.
I'm going to Hawaii.
God, well, you might as well just stay.
I'll be here in spirit with you.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I'll be up there. You and Dom will handle it at Willamette. You'll do a great job announcing like you did at Father's Day.
No.
But
Dom was phenomenal.
I got compliments on both you guys. It was good.
Well, I had a nice couple run-ins, that's for sure.
Getting ready to open one business, getting ready to move another business, and combine a business. It's nuts right now, man, with all the paperwork and dealing with the city. And
dealing with the city's fun.
No, it's not.
It is. Trust me, I've been dealing with it.
The absolute horrible. Well, I don't know about City of Lebanon, but dealing with the city of Albany, I think I'd rather fight a bobcat in a phone booth.
My money's on the bobcat.
Maybe.
You like to shave your legs.
Maybe. No, I don't shave them.
This year, yet. It'll happen before Hawaii.
It might.
Well, you got to be silky smooth to body surf.
That's right. You got to get through the water. I got to be like a seal. I got to be like a dolphin.
Oh, God.
Man, we had some awesome racing last week at Willamette Speedway.
Hey, you know what was cool?
What was that?
Be on Kendall Irvine's car with cameras when she won a heat race. That was cool.
You know what? That was, people say the karma they get, the Moxie karma.
Well, it's either wreckers or checkers with that.
Lately, it's been a whole lot more checkers.
Yeah.
And people are really wanting those cameras on their cars because they know, hey, I want that 2/10. I want that, I want that Moxie karma. I want to be up front. I want to win.
Yeah, who else were we on?
We were on, last week, we mounted up on a modified.
No.
We were on Kendall, we were on Andy Brashear's.
And what happened in his heat race?
And he won his heat race.
Huh.
Yep, that's right. His first heat race win of the year. Kendall's first heat race win ever.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. Moxie karma it's running wild, brother.
Well, JJ did ask me why we didn't help him out on his heat race, but I told him
it's coming. It's coming too, Jay. Settle down.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I was 2 for 3 out of that team. Come on, what more do you want from
I
me?
know. And JJ's finally got that car working.
Yeah.
It took them. They struggled with it and getting that thing to turn, but it was a good week of racing, and we had a great night. Couple of the big races, flag to flag, no caution. Wanted to talk about, the street stocks, of course, is what we talk about every week, just because of the show they put on. You can count on those guys putting on the show. It's just the way they race. It's the field of cars they have, the number of cars, the competitive nature of that division. It's incredible.
But it's one big family, too.
It is. It's crazy how those guys, there's a couple rivalries, a couple guys that don't get along real well, but you don't see that on the racetrack. Okay, the respect for each other is there, but they're probably not friends off the track. You know what I mean? There's a couple guys like that, and that's okay. You're not going to be friends with everybody, but that division it's something to watch. It is something to watch, there's no doubt. The winner in street stocks, do you remember?
Tiny?
The Blue Nightmare.
I don't know why you guys keep calling it that.
That's what it's called.
I didn't name it that.
Kevin Roberts did. Kevin Roberts named that car the Blue Nightmare. It was actually something he said, and it just kind of stuck. He said it in a conversation, and it just kind of stuck, and that's what it is. It's the Blue Nightmare.
You guys keep calling it the Blue Nightmare.
It's a pretty cool name.
I just call it the Z.
It's a pretty cool name.
You go ahead and just go ahead.
Justin's having a lot of fun with that. Justin,
sure
the driver. Justin Evans is digging it. You see the little post I made?
Yeah,
this week?
I did. I commented.
That was pretty funny. I don't care who you are. That was pretty funny.
You know another highlight from last night?
Let's talk about it.
I literally laughed at you and laughed at you and laughed at you and kept trying to text you and text you and text you, and you just weren't getting it, and Dom wasn't Dom was racing. That's right. It was you and
Sandy and Joel.
And Joel in the booth. That's why I didn't. I probably should have texted Joel. When you guys kept calling Charlie James in the 26 modified,
well,
and it was really
the hot sauce Thomas Hunsker. We did not know that. We just whatever came up on the screen is what we said. We had. The car was a late arrival, and we know why.
And that's why I kept trying to give you the info. But it was cool watching him sit in that car and go, okay, so you guys still turn it to the right to tighten the car up, back it to the left to do it. Him and Gray and Bryson all kind of hanging out. And I'm like, he looks pretty excited and pumped to get in this thing. And then, bam.
Well, in the heat race, we were saying Charlie James. In the main event, obviously, we had the right information, hot sauce Thomas Hunsker. Now, for a guy who has never been in a modified before, I will tell you, I was highly impressed with the way he drove that car.
He's pretty smooth.
Very smooth. Going from a late model with the big tires and all the setup in the world to never being in a modified and jumping in one on a spur of the moment deal.
That car wasn't even completely together. They put the body on it in the back.
That's crazy. And to jump in that car and I think he finished 5th. It was a 5th place run for him.
Mm-hmm.
And never been in a modified before.
Never.
That right there, if you can drive a modified that well, shows you Tomas Hunsker is a quality race car driver.
He is.
He is a driver, and I've said that, and he's going to get a late model win before the season's over. I'm going to bet on that. Okay? I know to get that done, you've got to beat a certain guy, but I'm going to bet that he gets one before it's over.
Well, that certain guy he's got to beat's been helping him with his car, so...
And he's gotten a lot faster since.
Yes.
I mean, you watch the attitude of the car itself. But Hunziker himself, as a driver, he's a great driver. I mean, he truly is. He's smooth. Mm-hmm. He's fast.
And that was a dry, slick track.
Oh, man. It was about as... It was hot.
Mm-hmm.
It was in the low 90s that day, last Saturday. Had some wind. Track sealed up. That was not an easy racetrack to get around on. And
but you get in a little car with a little tire and go out and do that. I was pretty impressed.
I was too. Yeah, I mean, good for him. You know, I really I enjoyed watching that. You know, to see a guy that had just spur of the moment jumped in there and did a good job. Bryson James sweeps the weekend in the modifieds.
Are you surprised?
Not at all. Not at all.
He said Friday night though he used every one of his tear-offs.
Really?
Yeah, he said it.
See, we weren't there Friday night.
Yeah.
The racetrack, watching some of the videos I saw, didn't look like it was heavy and rough. So to say he used all his tear-offs, that surprises me. I didn't know that. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I was talking to him a little bit when they were putting the car together.
I almost bet on Saturday he didn't use any tear-offs. I mean, it was dry. It was dry and slick and smooth. And when it comes to the slick and smooth, he is absolutely one of the best there is. His driving style, I mean, just the God-given talent he has it's the definition of smooth. You know what I mean? I mean, just the way he holds that wheel and gets that car in to turn it through the center. Fantastic driver. Fun to watch. Always fun to watch. But the modified field was, we had the Rick Barnes Memorial. And Bryson swept the weekend, Friday night, won it Saturday night. Gray Ferrando was there. Joey Tanner jumped in Mike Swear's car for a couple of laps in the main event.
Kersey was there. She was wheeling it pretty good.
Kersey Ferrando was there.
The Katie's were duking it out.
Boy, did you watch that during the feature?
They were going for it. They're back and forth. I don't know how many people picked up on it, but I did. I was like, oh, nope. They swapped again.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Justin and Dustin Katie, who we're talking about the 6M and the 7, the Bar S Motorsports house cars. Did you see the move that Justin put on Dustin at a turn 2? I mean, he just bowled his way past him. He said, "You know what? That's my line, and I'm taking." And he got underneath him, and it was a textbook pass. Nothing dirty about it. Great competition between those two twin brothers. But that pass, I will tell you, was probably, and I was glad to see it. I was glad to see it because I say this about, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but we critique. It's kind of our job, kind of what we do when we talk about drivers. Sometimes I've always felt that Justin can be a little more aggressive, like Dustin is. Now, to watch what Justin did in that instance was like, dude, if you did that with every car, you know what I mean? He got aggressive, more aggressive than I've seen him in the last couple of years anyway, and it was good. It was good.
I think he's getting a lot more comfortable with this new car.
Well, and this is his second new car this year. His first new car they sold. I get it. He's been in and out of the car, hasn't been in the seat every week. But to watch him do that, I thought, man, that was awesome. That was great racing between those two dudes.
Oh, and they kept swapping lines.
They did.
One of them would be up top one lap, and then they'd swap over. It was like, I don't know if it was like a epic test session for them or.
It was a great night to
fun.
do it. They were. You could tell. Those guys had to get out smiling. I don't know if you were down in the pit area.
I didn't make it down that way.
Man, those dudes, they were the best race on the track.
Yeah.
Bryson got to the front, and once he was there, it was pretty much a game over type deal. I believe
he was a straightaway ahead. Gray said he was trying to run him down, and he was just like, no.
But see, this is the thing, and I'm glad you brought that up because the harder that Gray drove, the farther away Bryson got. Bryson drove that car much like an asphalt car. He wasn't backing the car into the corners, wasn't throwing the back end out to rotate it, just kind of drive it in, cruise it through the